Ladies and gentlemen, Sherman D. Manning joining you live from Los Angeles, California. It is a privilege to be alive and in the land of the living just one more time. I want to thank God first and foremost for my good friend over at Greater Hopewell Baptist Church, Pastor Kenneth Pitchford, who was kind enough to allow us to have the prayer vigil, the National Night of Prayer for African American men and the police across this country in lieu of all of the events that are taking place there. I thank God for Bishop Thomas, for Serafini, and all of those who attended that particular vigil. Chili Most, my favorite DJ, and Jerry Silva over at Facts, or the Second Chance Project. I'm here today to announce to you that we are beginning a new program called Black Men Rising Second Chance Campaign. One of the things I've noticed as I've attended these churches across the city of Los Angeles and talked with men in similar predicaments to mine is that there is a tension, there is a stress, there is an embarrassment going on with African American men in this country, Hispanics, and for that matter, poor whites who have been in prison and have come out and are embarrassed about wearing ankle monitors, being on parole, being on probation, etc. If you fill out an application and say that you're a convicted felon, you don't get a call back, you don't get the job. If you say that you're not a convicted felon, you will perhaps get the job, and 2 months later you'll get fired for lying. So we have got to do something, and we have to do more than just preach, more than just pray, more than just teach. The Bible that I read says that faith without works is dead. And so we're beginning the Black Men Rising Project and Second Chance Campaign. And I want to take it all across this city, all across this country, to inspire men who have come out of prison to first and foremost forgive themselves, to be restored back to their families, back to their churches. And I'm an apologist for the church because I love the church dearly. And as an ecclesiastical prognosticator of the gospel, I have to be an apologist for the church. But quite frankly, just between you and I, the church has failed miserably when it comes to reaching out to people who are in prisons. And a lot of times this is frustrating for guys who are there and they write letters to the churches and never get an answer back. And so we've got to do something. So I'm going to take this campaign all over this city, starting at Greater Hopewell Baptist Church over at 3214 Vernon. I'll be going to my good friend Reverend Terry Wilson over at Good News Baptist Church and reaching out to Bishop Noel Jones and others who have demonstrated a concern about those who are locked in and locked out. Because once you are released from prison, if you're going to become an active member of your society, somebody has to forgive you and give you a second chance. And it starts from within. One of my books, Kids Killing Kids, which is the biggest book I've ever written, it's 600 pages. This is our mega book, if you will. It's selling well. And I would like for you to get a copy to any young man that you know who is at risk, who is in trouble, has been in trouble, looks like he might be going and getting in trouble. Get them a copy of Kids Killing Kids. And also get a copy of my book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. Now that book is not just about O.J., it is about the no-J's. And it says basically that the rich get richer and the poor get prison. And so at some point we have to do something. And I want to do my part by first of all forgiving myself for the mistakes that I've made and forgiving myself for the wrong that has been done to me also. Because it was Jesus who said, Father, forgive us as we forgive those who sin against us. I am going to run this campaign across this city and across this country harder than Barack Obama ran for president in 2008 and ran again in 2012. I'm going to be writing every pastor, calling every politician. They're not going to be able to get rid of me. We all give these great speeches, and many of us are oratorical giants, and many of us can say the word and make it sound good. But it's time for the rubber to meet the road. If we want this to be the kind of country that our ancestors and our forefathers dreamt about, then what we have to do is make people fall in love with this country again. This is a great country. It is the greatest country on the face of the planet. But we can no longer have two nations divided, the haves and the have-nots. And when you come out of prison, let me tell you, it is a difficult, stressful journey trying to make it back to fit into society again. And so we have to do something, and we have to do it now. So I'm going to be calling every pastor, calling every leader, everybody who thinks they can lead, whether you are a Christian, whether you are Protestant, Catholic, Muslim, whoever you are. My Hispanic brothers and sisters, my brown brothers and sisters, and of course my white brothers and sisters. Let's come together and make a difference in this country and teach even those who have been in trouble, because 80,000 people get out of prison every month. And the thing about prison is this: we have more than 2 million people in prison in America. 90% of those incarcerated will get out. What kind of country is this country going to be if we lock them out forever? We won't let them vote. We won't give them a job. Do you really want to be on the bus with them? Do you really want them living next door to you? We have to be watchful. We have to be pragmatic. We have to have a plan. So my plan is to take this across the country. Black Men Rising, Second Chance Campaign. If someone is offended by the name, then so be it. It is for anyone who has been incarcerated, has been in trouble, and needs help. And I'm going to be asking businessmen, professors of sociology and criminal justice to join us in this endeavor. Get a copy of Kids Killing Kids. Get my book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. Email me, ShermanDmanning@gmail.com. ShermanDmanning@gmail.com. God bless you. Keep in your prayers. We'll see you the next time.